Hi guys, today we're at the Ali Pali, normally the home of darts.
Will be feeling pretty relaxed now, still know there's work to do and he knows that Ryan Meekling's going to go.
And music gigs. But today we're talking tools. So I'm here with Jamie at Knipex, and he's going to show us some of his new range. We've got all sorts of stuff here, Jamie, and yes, you're going to show us what new tools you've got.
Yes, so we'll start with a twin grip. So originally we designed our twin grip in our 200mm dipped handle finish. Side gripping function, but the key function is it's got a front grip function. So space is really tight and you're working in tight areas. You can adjust the tool so, but you've also got capacity to grip front ways. So really nice tight grip.
Yeah.
So I've had that for a little while, but what we've done recently is we've decreased the size. So we've got it in a 150, nice and compact.
Yeah.
Function of the tool is exactly the same, but smaller, more in your pocket. And then we've made a bigger size also, so up to a 250mm. Again,
so that's when you just can't get the leverage in the sort of small gap. You can,
bit bigger leverage, and again the capacity of the tool, front grip and side grip function. So these are really popular products for us. We do them in what we call our O1 dipped handle finish and our O2 3-component comfort grip handle as well.
Yeah, nice.
Which with our newer 3-component handle, we've also got a capacity to customise your tools. So you could add a tether attachment. So like our mannequin up there that's got tether tools on, you can tether it, or colour-coded clips if you want to make it a specific colour for a specific engineer or application. You can change that so you can customise your
just
tools.
Just grab it out of the bag, you can see what you're doing.
You know what
quickly.
you're working with, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Another good product which sells really well is our 1264 180 auto adjusting flat cable stripper. So we tend to show it on some LSF cable, which is notoriously difficult and thicker.
Yeah.
You've got a feed through function, so you can strip back a nice long length of cable if you need to. Auto adjust, you just pull the handle and it will strip the outer sheathing, and then it'll also adjust and do your
so much
inner
quicker,
cables
isn't it?
too. So much quicker, not taxing on the hands. So if you've got a lot of downlines to do, or you're using it frequently, much easier and quicker to do.
Yeah, that's a great tool.
Helping you work quicker and smarter, right?
Okay.
Our cable stripping knife is another tool that's getting a lot of attention.
Yep.
So once you open the lock, it's got 3 locking positions. You've got a hook knife to start with, conventional stripping knife, and then this third locking position. This is kind of where the money is, right? This is the unique feature of it.
Okay.
So I've got a really smooth guide shoe here. So on cable that's notoriously difficult to strip, like SWA cable, this is a dream. So you hook the guide shoe just under the sheathing, apply pressure here, and then as you pull the handle down the cable, it'll just glide down and strip the cable.
Lever it down.
So it just makes it nice and easy, and it's safer as well. We hear a lot of people, they're using knives to just strip cable. Injuries happen often. Yeah, we had someone here recently that they were using a knife on site and he lost a finger.
Really?
So this is a much safer alternative.
Yeah.
And you can just lock it away and keep it locked up.
That is awesome. That is really good.
Yeah, a bit of a snapshot of lots of gripping pliers, cutting pliers, shoeing pliers. So yeah, we're just here showing.
Brilliant.
About what we've got.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Mate.
Thanks. So I'm here with Scott at the Hikoki stand, and you're going to show us about some new nailers. I'm actually a Hikoki user myself, so I'm excited about this.
Oh, are you? What
So I've got the whole range, and I've got actually the old gun as well, but apparently there's a new lighter version, is that right?
So you got the old battery gun?
Yes, the battery one,
Okay, so this is the old one. So if you feel the weight,
Yep.
In fact, let's pop a battery on it for you so you can get the proper...
Yep.
So that's
I'm used to that one, but it is heavy, but lighter than other ones, isn't it? But still,
do get used to it. Yeah. You do get used to it. And then this is the newer version. So it's half a kilo lighter.
Wow, that is quite different, yeah.
Yeah. It's been slimmed down there, it's a little bit sleeker. The operation buttons there have been made more accessible. If you have a look on the old one, they're quite small.
Underneath there,
and they're tucked away. On this one, we've made them more prominent, so you can get to them easier. We've made the nose piece more aggressive. On the old one, you'll notice that the back teeth are very short. On this one, we've lengthened them, so if you're skewing, that one doesn't bite quite as easy as this one would per se. So you've got a bit more grip when you're doing that.
With different angles and
yeah. We've made the magazine all aluminium now, where it used to be plastic, with more access holes in there for cleaning. So if you want to blow it out, spray some silicone spray in there, it gives you that. It has a new dry fire lockout mechanism, which is part of an active LED. So you've got if I switch that on, you'll see the LED light comes on. If I whip these nails out quickly, you'll see when it closes, that light will flash. And that's to
right.
tell you that you're running low on nails, you need to put more in. So it stops you getting set up, ready to fire, and then thinking,
I haven't got them in there, yeah. Oh, that's clever, yeah. So, it's got a sensor in there, is it?
So
That does
this here is actually a sensor. So if I press that there, you will see that once that's engaged, the light will flash to tell you that you're running low on nails.
Okay.
So that's how it works. You have got extra safety features. So you have a trigger lock on the side there, which won't allow you to press the trigger for extra safety. And then there's a couple more features where if you depress the end for too long before you pull the trigger, in contact mode it won't fire, and also in bump fire mode, if you hold the trigger for too long before you depress the end, it won't fire again. It's designed as a bit of a safety feature.
Yeah.
Your mode selector is there, so that's contact mode at the moment when you've got a solid light. If you press that again, the light will flash. That's into bump fire mode. So that's pretty much it, really.
Brilliant. They're saying something about refilling, is that right?
So the refill valve has been moved. On the old one, it was on the side here. Just there.
Yeah.
On the new one, they've changed it. They've moved it to the top, so it's easier to access.
More accessible down there, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you do need a special valve to fill it with.
Yeah.
But they are available, and it means you can do this yourself if you follow the instructions.
Yeah,
So you're not
okay. Brilliant.
So we'll give her a quick go.
Going to show us how it has done.
So standard contact mode, just literally just depress the end, pull the trigger. Easy as that.
Great, isn't it?
And then bump fire, press the button so it's flashing, and then it will do 2.7 nails a second, and so almost 3 a second. So
that's faster than the old one as well.
It's faster than the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works a lot better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's brilliant. Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers.
All right, thank you.
So we're at the CT1 stand, and Nitu is going to show us all their new products.
So we have a flagship product, which is our CT1. It's based on our tri-bridge technology. We've been in the market for about 20 years, and we came up with something that needs to be a bit more stronger, much more better in application, and it's the snagless eliminator. So when you look at sealants and adhesives, the biggest thing is you want good strength. You want something that you can use it to stick, but also that seals. So we can go underwater, for example. You can seal ponds, you can seal any gutters, leaking shower trays, bathrooms as well. So
Actually in the water?
Actually in the water. So I'm going to show you a little trick that we do. So if you don't mind just holding this, give me a quick hand.
Got it. On that side.
So as you can see, it does not float in the water, and it just starts curing. So especially when you're doing leaking shower trays or bathrooms, you don't need to do your traditional way of where you have to dry your bathroom. You have to put your sealant on, let it dry, and then let people use it.
Yeah.
You can put it on and people can start using it instantly. But when we say CT1 seals instantly, it does not come out.
That is amazing.
Amazing product. Now, an example, you got a leaking gutter, for example. Just trying to replicate this.
I'm going to hold it. Wow, look at that.
Instant. So this can be used in multiple applications. When we say CT1 is very strong, it's actually 360% stronger than your existing products on the market based on your hybrid technology.
Yeah.
This is all the different types of building materials that can be used. Now, you can see the surface area of the CT1 product compared to the handle, compared to the concrete. Do you want to give it a go? Do you want to see if we can take the handle off?
Blue.
Yeah, that's staying on.
Grey anthracite.
Now, we compare this to a weld strength. So we say when you use CT1 and it's fully cured, it gives you the same amount of application as a weld strength as well. It doesn't come off, it's a one-time fix.
Yeah.
Now, it's also a flexible product. So when you have staircases, for example, when the staircases start moving, regular silicone would start ripping off.
Yeah.
Or it's going to start moving around. Now, this is what you call a good construction flexible adhesive. So this is all the cured products of CT1. and it can be used on staircases where you do have a lot of movement,
Yeah.
but the product moves with it, so it does not peel away and it doesn't cause any further issues.
Okay, so it's paintable as well.
And it's paintable.
Yeah.
And it's paintable, even 2-component paints.
Wow.
So we've got a various range of colors, but if you do want something very niche or a specific color, you can always paint it. And our products are being used in hospitals right now as well. It doesn't contain any isocyanates, so it's very odorless. It doesn't give you that pungent smell.
Yeah.
So it's a very healthy product in the market, but we're also the market leader as well for sealants and adhesives.
Wow, incredible stuff. Well,
Thank you very much.
Thank
you
That's
very
great.
much.
Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers.
So I'm here with Jens at Eisenblatter, and
Yes.
you're going to talk us through. And you come from Germany, is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second show you've been to.
Yes, the second show. So we have all of those tools for metalworking, or for grinding, or for. I can show you this one, maybe
Yes.
if you like it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very easy to handle. You just put it on. So, and then you can go down. The thing is, you can grind 360 degrees on one position.
One go, yeah.
Yeah, so you not have too much, and you have to make this. So this is just easy to run, and it has a planetary gear. It's very, very strong. It runs slowly, but very high torque.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll show you something about flap disc.
Great for cleaning up welds on those pipe work and things
absolutely,
like that.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a brand new flap disc. It's made from wood.
Oh right, wood. Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you
okay.
something.
Yes.
Normally a flap disc have a glass fiber.
Yes.
So when this material is gone, it's stopped. You cannot grind anymore. You put it in the waste. You put it away. So we make it with a natural phaser, so you can remove everything, and you not harm your healthy.
Ah, right.
And it's always getting round. You see, this is sharp like a knife here.
Yes.
And this is getting round. So when you're working in scratches, it's very smooth. Vibration go down, noise go down.
Okay.
Everything is better,
Right. And it's all natural.
it's from natural. Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
It's 80%
Incredible.
wood.
Which one is this one?
Yeah. And the 20% polypropylene for combined everything.
Wow.
And so you can grind up to 4 or 5 kilograms with one disc.
Oh right. And then at the end you can burn it, or it just doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's very, very new.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And these ones here, what do these do?
This is it's for grinding, for polishing for stainless steel.
Yes.
And this is especially normally sometimes it's ready. The surface is ready, but it's scratch. You want you make everything perfect. Go to the customer, and then something happened when you transport it.
Yeah.
So and you don't want to make everything new, and this material is the only one you can go on top and can work, and you not destroy the surface left and right. It stays the same. So you can see it here.
Yeah.
I removed these scratches, but it look always the same.
Yeah. It keeps the same grain.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
So
Amazing.
a lot of solutions.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yes,
Really, really good
yeah.
tech. Oh well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doug.
Cheers. Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, so I'm here with Paul from CleanBoot, and they're going to show us your product.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're familiar with these kind of single-use throwaway plastic shoes,
Very familiar. Yep.
yeah, everyone agrees they're really not up to the job. People call them cheap and cheerful.
Yeah.
You'll buy them in a pack of 100, but
Yeah.
it's not 100. It's 50 because
Yeah.
it's 100 pieces. And by the time you've opened the packet, you're lucky to get 35 pairs out of them.
Yeah.
So they also don't fit anyone really over a size 10. So they rip as soon as you put them on.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine, Australian plumber, he lost all the money on one of his biggest jobs because he's one of his Fijian guys was size 15, just couldn't get these
He
on.
couldn't get him in his. Yeah.
Left muddy footprints all over the job site, and then he couldn't claim from his insurance. So he chopped up an old wetsuit because he was a surfer, and he came up with his first prototype of the original CleanBoot.
Right.
It's made from sporting goods grade neoprene, and it's got this added benefit of a carpet gripping sole.
grip.
So whereas these slip on wooden floors and carpet, the grip gets better with age. So the product fits in 4 sizes and fits over most boots, easy on, easy off. At the end of the day, end of the week, you turn them inside out, put them in the washing machine at home, 30
Yeah.
Celsius, just drip dry them. Drip dry them like this. If you do it like that, they'll be full of water. Just don't tumble dry them, that's the only thing to look out for. A pair of these will last 5 minutes, a pair of
Yeah.
these will last 5 months.
Yeah. Amazing.
Thank
All
you.
right. And how much is a pair of those?
So typically about 25 to 30 pound a pair.
Okay.
If you go online and look for them in the UK. Right now at the show we're doing 2 pairs for 35 pounds. Only today and tomorrow at the Alexandra Palace Tool Fair.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. That's
Thanks,
really
Doc.
good. Cheers. Thanks. So I'm here with Alan from Velocity, and he's going to show us one of the new bags.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Meet you.
All right. Right, this is the Rogue 50 backpack. This is the best seller that we have at the moment. I'm sure it'll probably carry on being the best seller for quite a long time. It's a back and front loaded backpack with a shoulder protection on here. This particular fidlock protects the stitching on the shoulder straps, because every single tradesman I know, including myself, will just grab that full of tools out of their bag with one part of the strap, and eventually over the years
That gives way at the top.
It would give away. So, so it's very important that you put that fidlock on if you're going to put it on your back. Okay. So if you take the fidlock off, you can get into the back section, and in the back section we have plenty of compartments for an iPad or whatever. This particular little pouch here has got Kevlar stitching on it, so that if you put a sharp item in there and it makes a hole in it, it won't tear.
Won't go through it.
It won't tear. Well, it'll go through it, but it won't tear.
Okay.
Right, this little part here is removable. In case you wanted to put, say, like 18 volt battery items, you can get a drill and an impact driver in there and a couple other things. Wouldn't do your back much good, but that's what you can do. Right, so that's the back of the bag. The straps are also fully adjustable with a chest strap.
Seriously tough bit of kit, isn't it? It looks
very tough. Right, this is the front of the bag. It's got 2 more pouches for small parts and sharp objects that won't ruin the bag. There's plenty of places to put your tools. I'm not going to tell anyone how to do that. We're all individual. And here we have a soft shell case for something that you particularly want to protect that you can put in here, like safety glasses, things like that, or your phone or whatever.
Whatever you want to get to, easy access as well, don't you?
These little fidlocks, you pull them down, you can put roll of cable in there, fish tape, something of that ilk. The light, if I put the light on, it might affect the camera. Don't look at it, you'll have a triangle in your eye.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
You can dim it. You can have it flashing. If you're riding your bike to work, you can have it on red. This is also removable.
Pockets everywhere.
And it's fully rechargeable, just stick in a USB port.
Brilliant.
Right, you could put a hammer in there, plus there's a bit there for a tape. It's got a tape loop.
Yeah.
And other pockets. And that's it. Do you want to try
really
it on?
Impressive. Yeah, I'll try it on, yeah.
There you go, sir.
Straight into there. Whoop. Oh, it's comfortable as well. Yeah, that padding on the back is really nice, supportive and sort of comfy.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
I had one of the original ones 8 years ago, which was just as comfortable, but not quite as fancy as
better
that.
and better, yeah.
Do you want to know how much it is?
Great.
That's £209.
209. Okay.
All right.
Good deal. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much.
You having it?
I'm ready to go. I'm off. So I'm here with Paul at Podpoint, and you're going to talk us through the EV chargers.
Yeah, so we've got our newest offering here, which is the Solo 3S. So this is the domestic product that we've got in the market. There is a commercial version of this. This charger here is 7 kilowatt, and it will integrate with solar panels, battery systems. We can flex the tariff on these, so we can offer different rates to different customers. We're OCCP compliant, EU compliant, so we've got units now. There's a white version of this, which is now just launched in Spain and France this year. So yeah, this is the newest product. Really good bit of kit. Hopefully you'll see one everywhere you park across the UK. So we don't only just do these sort of domestic and commercial chargers. We've got workplace charging, so we do commercial charging. We do larger systems where you've got load management and solutions where maybe the electrical supply is limited, and you've got a demand for electric charging, but you haven't got the capacity. So we do all those sort of things for our customers. So yeah, really exciting industry, and it's only just at the start, really.
Yeah, I bet it's just exploding, is it now? Everyone's now moving into the electric.
And the second-hand market is now taking over. So where it was company cars, new cars, now for the first time you're starting to see that second-hand car market, and then you get the electricians buying way more. So the wholesalers were very limited on sales at one point because it was going through the main people, and now we're seeing so much going through the wholesalers and less going through that avenue. So as the cars are getting older, I think the people are sort of getting more and more used to it. So they tend to go. So it's a changing industry. It's
becoming more sort of mainstream. Like an electric car is becoming more of a thing that people are going to be looking into.
And I think not only the charger now, it's the tariff. It's the price you're paying for the electricity. When you want to charge, how much you want to pay for that, because obviously not only the charger, the electricity is a huge part of it. So you've got to make sure you're not overpaying for that. So we offer tariffs with our partner EDF, and we can obviously offer cheaper tariffs depending on who you go for.
And do you have the tech that can charge at certain points and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, so it's got all smart charging, so it can stop and start charges depending on when you need it to. What you can also do is with our flex tariff is when we buy electricity cheaper as a provider, we can actually give that back to our customers. So by giving us control of your charger remotely, we'll make sure that your car is ready to go at 6 a.m. or when you need to leave. But what we'll do is we'll pause that charge at certain points to balance the grid out, help the network sort of balance out, and we'll give you that return from the savings back to the customer. So there's a lot of incentives, and I think that's the way that the market's transitioning now. It's not just about charging; it's about that tariff, it's about that electricity. Obviously, energy prices are huge, so we all need to make sure we're looking after it. This one actually here just will work straight off of solar. So if you've got a PV array, if you've got a solar array on the roof, you can set it to solar only, and it will charge just free off the sun.
Really? Off the grid?
Absolutely. So so if you've got generation, obviously it can prioritise generation entirely. And if the sun wasn't out quite enough, or your array is only a small one, you can use a grid top up to top up that threshold. So you always charge, but at the most, if the sun's out, you can use the solar function. So really good products, and
The interval of Hollyoaks, isn't it? Is that the most expensive time to have electricity, isn't it? Is that right? Whenever it turns a kettle on.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
What I heard.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. Whenever the grid's in high demand, when everyone gets home from work and puts the kettle on, then everything wants to slow down. So I think they're trying to separate the times when people charge, and obviously when there is cheaper electricity, everybody's in bed, and obviously we want to be then using that to charge. So obviously we can make money, and we can offer better products for our customers, and then the customers actually get a direct benefit from that. They actually benefit in finance, which
and
is
the perfect time to charge a car, isn't it? At the sort of night.
So interestingly now there's a shift. So it was everyone overnight, and then there was quite a big load draw on the network.
Oh really? So it's gone the other way.
So now they're actually balancing it more. So they'll sort of they'll start charges at different times. So there'll be like a delayed starting process, and our chargers are connected to the national grid. So if the national grid have an issue in an area, they can actually remotely shut our chargers down without our say so. So to obviously protect the grid from overloading. There is a huge demand. So not only our systems, but obviously you've got solar feeding in, you've got other huge draws on system, big bits of equipment, and obviously as everything's more and more, especially with electric cars, it just puts a huge pressure on it.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you very much. That was very informative. Cheers. Thanks very much. Okay, so I'm here at Wera with Fraser, and we're going to talk through some of the new ratchets that they've got here.
Yeah. So this is what we call the Zyklop Comfort.
Yep.
Zyklop Comfort has our signature craft form handle on nearly every single one of our products.
Yeah.
And it is a fine tooth ratchet. The difference between the Zyklop range and most of its competitors, well, we wouldn't consider them competitors personally, but the difference is the fine tooth ratchet mechanism. We put a lot more teeth in our ratchets than most other ratchet manufacturers do. Okay. The average, I think we count, last time we looked for something about 40 teeth, and we use in the region of 60 to 70, sometimes even upwards of 80, depending on which ratchet we're going in.
Yeah.
This range that we're looking at the minute comes with a range of impact rated sockets as well.
Okay.
Obviously, impact being quite popular these days, it's necessary, even with a ratchet. And part of the design of this on the Comfort is that it comes with this nice, smooth handle. So if you're working in an environment where you might find yourself particularly coming up against something you might damage and you don't want to do that, this is perfect for those kind of situations. And then also, in the similar vein to the Comfort, we've got the insulated version.
Okay.
the VDE.
Yep.
Now these come in a range of drive sizes, and sockets are insulated as well.
Yep.
Everything's rated up to about 1,000 voltage, and yeah, it's a good bit of kit.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it to anyone.
All looks nice. Yeah.
There's a reason why we make good tools, and we're very, very particular about the way we do things.
Yeah.
And some people, the people who've used our tools will agree that they are above the mark.
Yeah.
And we think that reflects in our products, and anyone who's had like quite a bit of experience with the product we don't have to sing our own praises a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like we come to these trade shows, and more of the time it's just to like show people what we've got.
the new
And
things.
we're not here to sell things at the end of the day, because the products sell themselves because they are good.
Yeah.
And everyone who gets their hands on them feels the same.
So I'm here with Michael at Vanguardian, and can you talk me through what's going on here?
Yeah, what we've created, Doug, is we've created a alarm system around a van that's the first phase criminal activity. So what we've recognised is thieves are operating around a van undetected. Why is it important? It's because it's in that time they're doing all the criminal damage. So Vanguardian creates a visible deterrent, but more importantly, an alarm that activates on contact. As soon as it's touched, that thief's on the back foot. The thief's exposed, is then attempted then to potentially either flee the scene or face confrontation. That's it, in a nutshell.
So is it an electrical current that runs through the metal, or how does that work?
So what operates Vanguardian is a triaxial accelerometer. It's a tiny device
good word.
that senses, it senses trauma through the fabric of the van. So as we tap it down here, this triaxial accelerometer picks up them resonances and activates the alarm. It activates a 2-second alert blast to start with, and then what that does, it waits 10 seconds for second contact. What we know is everything will happen in the next 30 seconds, because if he touches it again, this alarm keeps going off, and that time is ticking, and the thief's now looking, and they're vulnerable, and invariably they flee the scene.
Yeah, and so then when you're driving around and things like that, you can turn it off, surely? So when things touch it, how does that work?
So yeah, you'd obviously lock your van, you park the van up, you lock the van, you activate your Vanguardian.
Okay.
So it's a belt and braces, lock your van, turn your Vanguardian on, and then you've got this protection around it, simulated by these zones that you can see on here. Very simple, really effective way of describing what Vanguardian offers.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you on this van how simple it works. So here we've got a live model. We'll activate it with our remote control. So what we've done now is we've turned on the protection around the van. So if you carry copper pipe in here, or you've got ladders on a roof rack, if you want to protect these, stop thieves just removing them off there. If you want to stop copper pipe theft, and stopping copper pipe theft activates on contact.
Wow.
I'll just turn that back off, because we're into the second phase of the alarm, and then I'll show you what it does on the van. It's very quick, very simple. A Vanguard for your van goes to the front of the problem where the problem lies. So what we've done now is we've provided protection around the van that will you can stroke it. We don't mind people stroking the van. What we don't want is people touching the van.
Okay.
So once they touch the van, it'll activate the alarm. What about if somebody tries getting that off, Mike? Well, if somebody tries getting it off, it activates multiple alarms on the van. So each one will protect itself.
And so they're all talking to each other?
To a certain extent, through resonance.
Okay.
Let's just turn that back off.
Definitely hear it.
Definitely hear it.
Yeah.
Very effective. So if you want to protect your van, look to Vanguardian to provide you with a solution.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Impressive tech.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers. Thanks.